Good morning. Today is March 25th, and this is your English lesson today. We're going to be talking about adjectives. In our textbook, we have a description of what an adjective is. An adjective is a word that describes something. It describes a noun or a pronoun. The reason we have adjectives is it makes the sentence more interesting, and it makes it more fun to read. We've talked about adjectives some this year, but most of the time an adjective describes the noun, and it can tell things like how many or what something looked like. We also have predicate adjectives. Now, you guys should know what those are. When we've been labeling sentence patterns, we've had subject, the linking verb, and then the PA or predicate adjectives. That's an adjective. It's not changed. It's just one that's in the predicate versus the subject. If you look here, you have the subject. Now, this is if you were to diagram them. We're not going to worry about diagramming right now. In this example, it says darkened skies can signal big storms. So not everything obviously is an adjective. Darkened is describing skies. Skies is a noun, so that makes this word darkened an adjective. Then we have the verb can, and can signal the two verbs are together, and then big. Big is describing the storm, so it's describing the size of the storm. So those two words are the adjective in this sentence. If you look down further in your book, this is the page you would normally do in your book. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. Heavy rains often come with thunderstorms. Well, the only adjective here is heavy, and it's describing rains. Here, thunderstorms are small compared to hurricanes. Well, here, this is an adjective. It's a PA, just like we've had before when we're labeling sentences, but it is describing thunderstorms. Lightning frightened the young child. So young is describing child. Even though we have lightning as our subject, there's no adjective there, and that's okay. You don't always have an adjective on the main subject. Sometimes the adjective can be describing a noun later in your sentence. The word some is a word that a lot of people don't think is an adjective, but it is because it's telling how many. So some people like to watch thunderstorms. Lightning may be forked. Forked, a lot of times you might, oh, that sounds like a verb because it has an ed, but it's describing what the lightning looks like. So forked is an adjective. In number 6, there's 2 adjectives, so obviously you can have more than one adjective in a sentence. Long and streaked are describing it, and in this sentence, it is referring to the lightning. And 7, some lightning is jagged. So we have 2 adjectives, one in the beginning and one at the end, but they're both talking about the lightning. So if you're asking yourself, how do I know what an adjective is? You need to think, what is it describing? If it is describing a noun, then it is an adjective. In your classwork assignment today, you're going to have a list of questions, not these, they're different, and it's multiple choice, and you have to choose which word in the sentence is an adjective. Then you're going to have 2 sentences that you're going to have to choose the sentence pattern. Now, it's going to look different than this. There's going to be a sentence typed, and underneath it's going to have a sentence pattern, and you pick which sentence pattern is shown in those sentences. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about adjectives. So if you have any questions, feel free to send questions to Ms. Piker. Thank you.